So guys, tune into the show. Don't miss it because it's going to be an amazing show. You are going to be touched. You're going to be amazed. You're going to be excited. It's Thursday, 11 o'clock on a Thursday. The Message Talk Show with Alex Gordon. Yes, don't miss it. So guys, tune into the show. Don't miss it because it's going to be an amazing show. You are going to be touched. You're going to be amazed. You're going to be excited. It's Thursday, 11 o'clock on a Thursday. The Message Talk Show with Alex Gordon. Yes, don't miss it. Welcome this morning. This is your host, Alex Gordon, on the Message Talk Show again. Another week comes by. It's a Thursday, 11 o'clock. And what happens at 11 o'clock? You call your friends, you call your enemies, you call everybody you know, and you say to them, tune into the Message Talk Show because Alex Gordon is on the Message Talk Show. Because on the Message Talk Show, we talk about things. We talk to passionate and mission-centered individuals, people who are prepared to contribute to change the world one day at a time, one product at a time, one idea at a time. So they're all entrepreneurs, mission-centered and passionate about what they do. And it's amazing when you travel around the world, when you go from places, when you go to conferences, well, in this case, when you go from screen to screen on Zoom, you meet a lot of interesting people. And these interesting people, when you talk to them, there's always a story behind the brand. There's a story behind something that's going on, something that's happening, but you just got to take the time to find out what's going on and what's happening. And today I have such a person on the show. Today I have such a person on the show who's come here to share her talents and her story about where she's brought this business from. This is an amazing lady. Oh my, I was amazed. I was touched when I first met this lady at the UK Business Show. Good morning, Katrina. How are you today?
Good morning, Alex. What an introduction. Thank you. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Katrina, mate, it was an amazing day when I met you at the UK Business Show, the UK Black Business Show a couple of months ago. You were standing positioned. You were positioned. I thought about that. I think, wow, the first person I saw when I walked through that door was Katrina standing on her stand and doing her thing, man. She was doing her thing, you know. And I said, wow, this is amazing. And then when I walked up and looked at what you were doing, I thought, this is even more interesting. Then when I had the conversation with you, I thought, this is very interesting. And then I saw the brand on Instagram. Then I saw the brand and I thought, wow, this woman is amazing. This is an amazing entrepreneur, such talent, such gift. And I am thanking you today for being on the Message Talk Show. So how are you today?
Thank you. I'm good, thank you. I'm really good, thank you.
And I know you the other day you were fighting some of the things that have been hovering around us. You were dealing with it, yeah. You were dealing. You had a bit of I can't call it flu now. I don't know if it was Omicron, but you had something that was
I don't know which one it was, but I had it. Yes,
you had it, but you feel better now.
I'm definitely getting there. Yeah.
You're getting
much
there.
Better, yeah.
Much better. Well, you seem bright. You seem bright and cheerful. So it hasn't taken away your glow. It hasn't taken away your glow. You're still there. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be talking to Katrina, and we're talking today about how to live healthier with natural products. We are in that season of the year when people just go crazy. They buy everything in sight. But we have a lady here that's going to talk to us today about what she's doing, about how she's developed herself and how she's made it happen over the years. And you know what? It's amazing when you meet people who are so focused on what they're doing. Focused. So we're going to kick off the show today, Katrina, by you telling us who you are, who you serve, Who's the audience that you serve, the people that come to you to buy your products, and what got you here? Now, just give us a 2-minute clip of what you got you here, because I know you have a lot to say. I don't want to drip it through the show. All right. So, Katrina, over to you.
So my name's Katrina, the owner of House of Amari, which is a natural, organic, vegan skincare brand. I sell and make my own products. My most popular products are my shea body butter creams that are fragranced with essential oils. I serve people who enjoy skincare. They enjoy using natural products for their skin. My products are perfect for people that have eczema prone skin, dry skin, hyperpigmentation, stretch marks, things like that. And what got me here? So I worked in an office for 14 years. I've always been into beauty products. My son has eczema, and I found that all of the medication that we were being prescribed by the doctors just didn't really work. So I did my own research and I started making my own body butter creams for him. And since then, it's grown. And here I
Wow.
am.
Here you are today, talking on the Message Talk Show. So tell me then, what was it about the office? Why you didn't you were in the office for 14 years and something was itching you? Something was itching at you. What was it about the office that you thought, you know what, my future doesn't lie here?
I had a really good job, I'll be honest, which is why I stayed there for so long. But I felt like I could do better.
You felt like you could do better.
Indeed.
But is it better? Is it better money or better fulfillment or better time, or is it
Fulfillment and time.
It's
It's not necessarily about the money, it's the time. I get to spend a lot more time with my son. I get to spend a lot more time in growing my brand and getting my products out there to people who I believe can benefit from them.
So you spend a lot of time doing the things you want to do.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you couldn't do that in the office? You couldn't do what you wanted to do in the office?
I wasn't able to do both.
You weren't able to do both. But you know, some people, when they're working in the office, they're still doing their own thing in there, you know, doing a bit here, a bit there, you know, trying to juggle everything. How long does that work for? Sorry?
I did that for a bit.
You did that for a bit. You juggled.
Yeah. Yes.
And then when the supervisor walking around, you go, okay, let's get to do some work.
Let's get back to work.
So in stepping out on your own, what was the process of you actually making that leap, making that jump? What did you actually do to jump? Or were you pushed?
It was a very scary process, I'll be honest, because there's obviously when you work a 9 to 5 in an office or anywhere, it's a lot more secure. You have a lot more security. So stepping out on my own was quite scary, especially because I didn't really have a clue how I was going to get here or what I was exactly.
What do you mean you didn't have a clue? What do you mean you didn't have a clue?
I wasn't
had a roadmap. You mean having a clue?
I'm winging it.
You're winging it.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you're driving the car, you drive, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so when you're driving the car, you're going somewhere, you're going to pick up products, you actually look at the map and think, right, I know where I'm going, and then you jump in. You don't just drive and know where you're going.
Sometimes.
So you didn't have a clue about how you were going to do this, but you took the chance anyway.
I believe in myself.
Now tell me, how can you believe in yourself when you're sitting in an office for the last 14 years doing what someone else is telling you to do, and suddenly you believe in yourself enough to jump in front and take the driving seat?
You've got to have faith. I believe in my products.
You've got to have faith and you believe in your products. So, okay, so that leads me to what you started to do. You said you did some research. So let's jump back from the research. Your son Amari had a problem, which when you said the prescriptions from the doctors weren't quite correct.
Yeah.
What was it about what they were prescribing to you?
So he was being naturally, when you have eczema, you get prescribed steroid creams, which aren't great for the skin. It thins his skin, it burns the skin, so you get the hyperpigmentation. So all around his forehead, his arms, his skin became really dry, cracked, dark. And I felt like the other creams that he was being prescribed with, they didn't really hydrate his skin at all. So they kind of just laid on top. So it did nothing.
Wow! So it didn't get into it didn't sink itself into the pigmentation. It
No.
it just stood on top, and oh my God, you
Yeah.
must have been really nervous and thinking, what
It
am
was
I going
very
to do?
frustrating, especially because it was quite uncomfortable for him as well.
Wow. And you had these are specialist doctors who are telling you this should work.
Yeah.
But what about the because okay, let me just delve in here. You know, how black people are concerned. You know, we kind of have those home remedies and what your grandparents used to say, what your
Mm.
grandma says. Did you have any home remedies coming from that side?
No.
Oh wow. So you were totally on your own then
Basically, yeah.
to try and map this out.
Yeah.
So in the middle of this, was he going to school at the time?
Yes, he was.
So he was juggling school. So imagine how he felt. You were frustrated, but imagine how he felt, the pain he was in
Yeah.
all the time.
Especially during the every time the weather changes, during summer it can be quite uncomfortable. I mean, he still has eczema now, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was
Yeah,
before.
it's manageable.
Yeah.
Wow. So that just drove your determination to say, right, I'm going to make this happen. So
100%.
where was your research? Did you go to the medical center somewhere and do some research, or was this purely on the internet? Wow. Okay, guys. So you know what it's like when you're trying to do things on your own and you're trying to make things happen and you're trying to step up from 9 to 5. And people say you've got to be bold, you've got to be, you've got to be have faith, you've got to jump out on your own. Man, those things aren't easy to do, you know. Those things aren't easy to do because when you meet people who've jumped out on their own, it's not necessarily because they're now earning more money. It's not because they're earning more money, but you know what? When they jump out on their own, it's like what Katrina says. They have time freedom. It may not just be the money, it's time freedom, controlling of your days, controlling of what you want to do. And nobody saying to you, well, sorry, you can't take that day off. Sorry, you can't go there with. Sorry, you can't do that today. Sorry, no. This is what it's about when you step out of 9 to 5. But like Katrina said, when she stepped out, she never had a clue what she was doing apart from what she thought, what her faith, and getting up every day and navigating herself. Navigating herself. So, Katrina, just drop your camera a bit more. You're just tilt it a bit more. Oh, you okay? 1 minute, 1 minute. You know what these things are? These things come to plague us sometimes. It comes to plague us at times, and we don't know what's going on. All right, no, but you should be okay. I'm linked in. Katrina, can you hear me there? Katrina, can you hear? Hello there. Hello. With some things. Okay, so we just have a temporary, a temporary crisis. Well, no, I wouldn't say crisis. We just got a temporary problem here whereby my guest is not able to hear me at all. Okay, disconnect the pods and just go straight to the straight. Disconnect the pods and just use your phone. Disconnect the pods. Yeah, and just use the phone. Just use the phone. Go to the phone. Go to the phone. Just use the phone. Still not there. Well, hey, these things do challenge us from time to time, but you know what? We can get over this. We're gonna do the show today, and yes, yep, everything seems testing. Yep, we're there. We are there on my side. We're there, so we're just getting a little bit of interference from the other side. All right, so so what we're gonna do, Katrina, you're gonna jump off and come back in. Just jump off and come back in. Jump off and come back into the show. So just come back in. Right. So let's kick her out. Let's come back in now. Come back in. Right. So as I was saying, the challenges that we do face. But hey, we have someone saying, Barbara Anderson saying, hi, Barbara. I know you're an entrepreneur. I know you're a true entrepreneur. You have been out there making things happen, controlling your day too. And we're just saying hi to Barbara out there. And then we have Lorraine Wine. Oh yeah, you're a techie person. Yeah, okay, the tech. We do have some issues with the tech this morning, but hey, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. So what I'm saying is that at times when you when you jump out of 9 to 5, it's not easy, it's not simple, and you have to do so much on your own. But when you do that, it means that you are stepping into the unknown territory, the unknown part of your life, the things. Katrina, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, see, you see how the tech goes. Just jump off and jump back in, man. We'll get the tech. So you were saying that you did some research. The research that you were doing. Where did you get your research from, or where did you do your research?
So I did a lot of my research online. I also did trial and error as well.
Trial and error. So you tested things. So you kind of set up your own little lab somewhere, your own
Yes,
little lab center in
yes.
your white gown, thinking, all right, what's gonna work? What's gonna
White
work? How,
gown,
how
specs.
do I how do I how do I push that? So I think that you kind of got some your ingredients from abroad as well.
Yeah, so my shea butter is imported from Ghana.
What was it about the shea butter that was so important to have in the main product?
It has so many natural good ingredients. It has so many natural benefits, sorry, that are beneficial and amazing for the skin. It's also food grade shea butter as well. So if it's good enough to go in you, it's good enough to go on you. Um, it has vitamins A and E. So it's yeah, that's why.
So so going natural these days does make sense. A lot of the things that we're looking for, a lot of the problems that we now have in the Western world is because we're using too many chemicals in our bodies. Am I
Mhm.
correct?
A lot, I mean, a lot of products are mass produced, so they put a lot of ingredients in them so that they last longer and they can make bigger quantities to get out to more people. But I don't believe that you need all of those ingredients in your products. I have very limited ingredients in my products.
Wow. So you're saying that that mass audience appeal is just to drive the profit up, drive the profit line
Well,
up,
yeah,
and and dilute the content so they can get more of it. Wow.
yes.
But that's what free market enterprise is teaching people to do.
Mm,
To mass produce, push out there, make more money, and feel better. But what you're saying is that that's not the way to go.
no,
Go natural in every way, shape, or form.
definitely.
So, natural products, was this something that you had thought about years ago, from before you left, that when you went to go the natural way? What was it that drove you natural? Was it just the problem you're having with your son, or you were natural from time?
No, it was purely because of my son. I've always been into skincare. I've always enjoyed beauty products, etc. But when it came to my son and his skin, it was proven that the products that we were being prescribed just weren't doing anything. So it was my turn to take action.
Hey, I like that bit. My turn to take action. I need to write that down. It's my turn to take action. I can see you giving a speech, telling them, guys, it's my turn to take action. Repeat after me. It's my turn to take action. That is amazing, because when you make a decision like that to take action, and it means that no one else is guiding you, no one else is. What does it feel like when you make that kind of decision?
It's good. It feels
Just good.
great.
Just good,
Yeah.
just great. But something has to drive you, because now you're testing stuff. Now you're doing things that you're doing something that you've never really been trained to do in an
Hmm.
office. So now you are something has to kind of direct you and guide you and think, okay, that's not going to work. Okay, that's going to work. How do you bring those bits together? How do you bring it together to make it work when you're charting something that you don't know about?
Well, I've been doing it for a couple of years now, so I haven't just started.
O
um,
Okay, you're doing it for a couple of years now, but from the moment you started, it was difficult at that time.
well, at the time when I started, I didn't make the products to sell. I made the products to improve my son's skin and his health.
So you did your own testing first.
Yeah, yeah. So the brand didn't start because I wanted to start making beauty products for the masses. I initially just wanted to make a homemade cream that could help him with his eczema. I then grew from there and started selling them, which is how we got here.
So how over what period of time did you realize that it was working? 6 months, 12 months?
The benefits of they start pretty much straight away. So it
Wow.
didn't take long at all.
So you could see a change.
Yeah, 100%. And it's not just my son. I've had so many mothers that use my products as well on their children who also. So eczema is quite a common problem.
Wow.
So I've had so many people come to me. I've had adults who have had eczema from birth that have used my products and have said how much they've helped.
You have an army of people out there, now who are
I'm trying.
whose lives have been impacted by what you call the House of Amari. Now,
Yeah.
that's what does a fascination as well. When you told me your name was House of Amari, and you said that your son's name was Amari. Yeah.
Yeah. So my son's name is Amari Jordan.
Yeah.
So HOA stands for House of Amari, which is named after him. I mean, it's only right. I started it because of him.
Wow. But you called it House. Therefore,
Yes.
that means that you're expecting massive things to happen in this house.
It's his house. I just live in it.
It's his house. You just live in it. Hey,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where you're joining us from today. But this is Alex Gordon on the Message Show with Katrina from the House of Amari, talking about how to live healthier using with natural products. Welcome to the podcast. It's a Message Talk Show. Go to themessagetalkshow.com and subscribe. Press that subscribe button today. Go on. I know what you're like, You'll sit there thinking, yes, I'll take in a bit of this. Then you jump off and go and do something else. So press the subscribe button so you can get the replay before you go, before you disappear. You know what you have to do? You have to tell people what to do. If you don't tell them what to do, they don't do what you want to do. They just make assumptions. But no, I'm amazed by what you're telling me, Katrina, about the steps you've taken, the research you've done to step out and to create your products. And now you have people all over the world.
I got my first international order last week.
Wow! Hey, congratulations! Man,
Thank you.
I should have my music playing now, man. Oh my God, I should have my music playing now, man. And just drum roll. You had your first international sale last week.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. So
that was a
now,
really good feeling. Yeah,
that's a really good feeling. That's a good feeling.
Mm.
Well, I've got a question here to ask you, and this someone is asking, would you change what you do?
No, not in a million years.
So you're telling me now, for the next 50 years of your life, as long as you live on this earth now, the House of Amari, this is you.
Yeah.
This is you. Wow. And that's what it's going to be. You're going to grow this brand. So let me just take you into what I discovered. Because when I saw this is what fascinated me as well, guys. And I need to show you this. There is no way I could not show you this. So let me just take this opportunity to show you what this lady has created. Now, one of the things I've realized, this lady has no tech team as well, This lady has no tech team. She is the tech. She is the tech behind the brand. And when you are the tech behind the brand, it means that everything has to be spot on. Am I correct, Katrina?
Indeed, yes.
So talk us through what I'm seeing on the screen right now. These are all the variety of stuff that you do.
So that's my website, which I designed myself. And what you can see there are my my body butters, my fragrance oil, and my body scrub.
Wow. The fragrance, the scrub. What's the scrub do?
So the body scrub is great for exfoliation. So it's made with Himalayan salt and it's fragranced with essential oils. I believe that's the lavender one, which is great if you just want like a really nice relaxing evening. It removes dead skin cells. It's a great little spa day.
Your own little spa day. You hear that, folks? You can have your own little spa day before Christmas. It's a couple of days to Christmas, and you can have your own little spa day. So, what's the website address, Katrina?
www.houseofamari.co.uk.
Houseofamari.co.uk. Now, the amazing thing about the House of Amari, what caught me was the branding, because when you go to the website, you see the branding, but when you go to Instagram, it is no different. It is no different. This brand says something, it's out there, it's clean, and it shows you I mean, when I remember when I said to you, Katrina, can I get a photo of you, Katrina? Because I couldn't see you anywhere. I couldn't see you anywhere, Katrina. I couldn't see you anywhere, Instagram, whatever. But you're just purely about the brand.
I am. I'm also incredibly shy. So public speaking to people that I've never met before, it's quite daunting sometimes. So I'm definitely stepping out my comfort zone and knocking down barriers by doing what I'm doing and getting out there and doing the UK Black Business Show.
What do you mean by you're shy? Now tell me,
I mean,
which part of you is shy? You're here talking to 7 million people on Facebook, on Instagram, all over the world, and you're telling me you're
don't
shy.
say that. People
You're
always
shy.
say that. No,
What part of you is shy?
I am.
Okay, it's that feeling, isn't it? You feel shy, but you feel the fear and you do it anyway.
I've got to do it.
Hey, you've got to. You see, and that's what makes a true entrepreneur. You know, that's what makes the difference. It's regardless of how you feel about something, when you know that you've got to do it, all right? And because you started with your why very early. You said your son, this was about your son. This was about your son's health. This was about enabling your son to live a better life. And you had to take that into your own hands. The doctors couldn't help you, or the doctors tried, but they weren't seeing what you saw. They just prescribed and left you. But because you saw it, you took it into your own hands. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you out there today. I don't know where you are, but Katrina is saying this today. Guys, you need to take it into your own hands. You cannot rely on other people to bring solutions to your life.
No.
You cannot rely on other people to bring solutions to your life. And because you cannot rely on that, you have to somehow find the strength in you. And that's what I'm trying to dig to you today, Katrina, is about how you find that strength. Because there's a strength of character in you as a single mother on your own. You're juggling, you're making things happen, you're putting food on the table. At the same time, you're starting a new business. There has to be something about you that allows you to dig deep. Where does that come from?
I'm passionate about what I do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy making a difference. I enjoy the fact that I'm improving people's skincare and they love my products.
You're improving your skincare and they love your products. So people come back and tell you great things. They report great testimonials.
I'll be honest, I've been quite lucky. I've been very lucky. I've had nothing but good feedback.
Wow. So you need to do some videos now. You need to do some videos, all right? Get some video tests.
I've got a lot of testimonials from people that have bought my products. The first thing that people always say as well is that they smell really nice. The texture, the quality.
Wow. So that's the first thing they sense that as because it's natural.
Yeah.
That's what makes a difference, isn't
From
it?
the second you put it on your skin, the butter melts on your skin.
Wow.
It's really nice.
Wow. The butter.
And I'm all about scents. I love scents. I love perfumes. I love anything that smells nice.
Wow. So in order to get the scent right, then it means that you have to somehow have a great sense of scents to put that inside your product.
Yeah. So can you imagine what it was like when I caught the big COVID? And
oh my God.
And I lost my sense of smell.
You lost your sense of smell.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That purely hampers you.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, well, it's great to see that you've come back. You've come back fighting, and we're in the Christmas now. I presume that Christmas is one of your busiest seasons of the year, one of your busiest times.
It has been very busy. Yes, I've done about 4 Christmas pop-up markets in December.
Wow.
So yeah, it was incredibly busy.
Any special deals that people can get?
So I have quite a few deals on at the moment. You can get a body butter and a body scrub, a fragrance oil and a body butter. So if you have a look on the website, there's a few deals on there online.
Go to houseofamari.co.uk and you'll find some special deals before Christmas, guys.
And it's currently free UK shipping as well. So,
and it come with free UK shipping. So in this season, hearing that what you've said about the scents and all that, what would you recommend then as the key products for buying in this season?
Sorry?
What would you recommend as products to buy now?
I would definitely say the Shea Body Butters. It's great. It's winter. Look after your skin. You need a good barrier cream.
Oh my God, man. So you need a good barrier cream because it's winter. Is that
It's
because
cold out there.
our skins automatically just dry up or something?
Your skin will dry out, yeah, especially
Yeah.
during the winter, during the colder months.
Wow. So guys, you realize this, especially when you're a black people, yeah. When you're black, your skin dry up, yeah. And you look at your hand and it's white.
It's cream in between those.
Yeah,
fingers.
it's cracks. My mum used to say that. My mum used to tell me this all the time. She'd say things like, "Make sure you cream your hand and cream between the cracks."
Yes.
I'm thinking, why am I bothering, man? I'm not. She said, no, cream between the cracks. But these things make a difference to our lives.
They do.
Amazing. So, guys, get the stuff, cream your skin, protect. It's about protection. It's about protection. And trust me, when you're getting older, you realize it. See, when you're young, it doesn't, it feels like people are telling you nonsense, right? When you're young, especially as a guy, when you're young. But as you get older, you begin to realize that these things do matter. And I think guys are spending a lot more time on their facial appearance, on the stuff they put in their skin. Am I correct? Guys are doing that a lot more now today than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very conscious of the products that they're using, very conscious. So I'm taking that. So natural products is something that guys would actually jump on as well.
Yeah.
So
100%.
you can go after the guy market. Say, guys, get your hands onto this.
I definitely have a few guys that like the products, especially I created one for, well, not just for men, but most of the Shea Body Butters that I do are quite sweet scented. Yeah. So I did one that appealed more to men, but the women love it as well.
So what was it about it that why it appealed more to men? What was it they loved?
Because it wasn't sweet. It was a little bit more. So it's the sea salt and wood sage one. So it's quite a fresh sort of scent.
Okay. So it hasn't got that sweet savor about it.
Exactly, as opposed to the mango and coconut one, which is extremely popular.
Yeah, I did smell the mango and cocoa one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, that was amazing.
If I remember rightly, I think you may have bought the vanilla one.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And then I took it home and had it using, and my son jumped on it saying, hey, what are you using? What are you using? I said, this is from the House of Amari. And this lady produced it because her son was suffering with, oh my God. He said, let me try that, man. Let me get some of that myself. That's amazing. So I remember we met at the UK business show.
Yeah. In
London. So do you attend things like this all across the country on a regular basis? The UK business show. What other shows do you go to?
Well, so I only recently started doing pop-ups, as in that was my first one. That was my first exhibit.
Okay. And for those of you who are not well educated about what pop-ups are, Katrina, tell the public what pop-ups are. Yes?
It's a great way for small businesses to get their brand out there. So you usually have an event and you have loads of different small businesses do like a pop-up over the course of a day or a couple of days, but it's just a great way to meet people, have people see your products, and just vibe.
Hey, just vibe. What does vibe mean? It means have a conversation about the product. Yes. Try and test and smell, feel and touch, because people like that, about that whole thing about feeling and touching and smelling and seeing it. So I'm taking it that now, even during the pandemic, what's it been like for you being well, you're an online business, aren't you? You're an online, you're an online business as well, aren't you? So how was the pandemic? How has this season treated you then, the last 24 months?
Again, like I said, I've been quite lucky. I would say that being able to get back out there and actually meet people and have people, interact with people face to face, it has definitely improved. It's been better than being online. I get really good interaction with customers when I meet them and we get to have a discussion and talk about skincare.
Well, just imagine you could be just sitting at home, online sales are happening and you're sitting at home doing other things and, cooking some food here, they're cooking, experimenting. But I can understand the lack of human interaction, but You have more time on your hands if you just be online, yeah?
Yeah, you do.
And that
Yeah, a lot more
well,
time.
yeah, but you still like meeting people face to face.
But it's nice meeting people face to face. Yeah,
Yes.
because I feel like my products, anyone can say that something smells nice or, feels nice. It's nice for you to be able to feel it and smell it yourself,
Wow. It's nice for
especially if
you
you
to
haven't tried my products before.
wow. So guys, if you haven't tried Katrina's products before, you know to go to the House of Amari, the houseofamari.co.uk. Get your hand. There's some special deals for Christmas, and it's free UK shipping. Notice that word, free. It ain't gonna cost you a penny, guys. It hasn't gonna cost you a penny. So 2022 is coming.
hmm
It's around the corner. As a small business owner, what's your predictions for 2022?
I want to knock down some more milestones.
Hey,
I definitely want to do a lot more pop-ups. Um, yeah, I want to do a lot more pop-ups, and I also have some new products that I'm currently working on at the moment as well that I'm developing that I can hopefully release next year in the early part of next year.
so you have to go to your development center.
Put my white jacket on.
Put your white jackets on and put it together. That would be good for you to video yourself developing your products and putting it together. Because if you think about it, today you're a small business, right? 5-10 years from now, when the brand expands around the world, and you have an actual lab that's producing this, you have a factory that's making it all together. People need to remember where it's coming from, Katrina. They need
I
to
actually
remember the
do.
small days.
I actually do film a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'm new to TikTok, so people like to see behind the scenes. People like to be involved. So I do often quite film the process of me making the creams, or my product, should I say. But I'm also in the process of also filming a little mini behind the scenes vlog.
That's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. And that will be available on TikTok as well.
I'm not sure if I'm going to release it. I don't know if I'm kind of filming it for myself or maybe to show at some point in the future.
At
I'm
some
not
point in the
sure.
future.
But it's
Okay.
just really good to film and look back on,
Yeah.
you know.
Imagine it. It's your docu-series, isn't it? It's your docu-series.
Yeah.
When you when you get to that point when you're Amazon, you're like Amazon, you're making billions, and you look back and say, those were my humble days, guys. I remember those days. I remember those days when I was just earning £100 a week, £100 a day, and now I'm making 25 million per second.
That'd be a dream.
Yeah, but you see, and that's the thing about creating something from yourself, that you've put it together and it goes out to the world. And remember, because you're online, the ability to talk to 1,000 people a day is there, isn't it?
Mm.
That's what's fascinating. The internet fascinates me from that angle. Yeah, that my product or what I create, 1,000 people can touch base with it at any point in time. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 people. So imagine 10,000 people coming across what you do, and 1% of that market buy something every day.
Mm.
Do you see how life changing that is?
Yeah, it blows my mind
Yeah,
every time I
yeah.
get an order, especially when I got the one in the US. Because like, how did you find? It's crazy. Like, how did you find me? What made you buy my product?
What did they say?
I don't know. I haven't actually spoken to them. I did send them an extra little gift because I thought
Hey,
it was really
yeah.
nice. I do. That's another thing I do as well. I always add a little extra, or sometimes if somebody buys a small body butter, sometimes I'll upgrade them. There's always something because I'm grateful for every single order. I'm grateful for anyone that comes by and buys my products. I'm grateful for people that share them. It's not just about buying them. Any kind of interaction I love. It's nice.
Wow, you are grateful. And guys, it's important to be grateful. We're at that time of the year whereby sometimes I only think people are grateful because it's Christmas, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, so what happened to the other 350 days of the year when you're not grateful, when you're not being thankful? But it's important to be thankful for where we've reached, for what we're getting, for what's happening in our lives, and for being alive.
Indeed.
For being alive, Katrina. For being alive. For coming through COVID, Katrina. Oh my God. For surviving. We have to be grateful. We have to be thankful. And I'm thankful for you coming on the show today, Katrina, and sharing your heart, sharing your story about your son and how you stepped out of 9 to 5 and created something. And that's what I want to get across to people today. You can change your future. You can make something happen. You can change the way you live your life by taking action every day in a different direction. Look at what's going on. Look at what's happened in the past. And if it didn't work, change it.
Exactly.
If it's not working, change it.
You're in
Katrina,
charge.
change it. Katrina says you're in charge. You're in charge. So, Katrina,
You are.
what would be your last word to the public today? What encouragement would you give people? Would you say? What is it you want to say? And we're imagining things now. There's 7 million people across the world. This
Oh,
video
don't-
is 7 million people are going to see this. Yes, they're going to see this at some point because it's trending every day. What would you say to them?
Believe in yourself. If there's something that you want to do, do it. If you don't know how to do it, learn how to do it. Research how to do it. But most of all, believe in yourself and follow your dreams.
Katrina, we hear these things all the time. Follow your dream, believe in yourself. And so sometimes we get so, what's it called? What's the word? You know, when you hear something every time and then after a while it has no effect because you follow your dream but even if you follow your dream and one dream doesn't work, what can you do? You dream again, innit?
You dream again and you keep going.
You keep going,
You
not
keep
because
going.
the one dream didn't work. Yeah. And this is about how long is this? 3-4 years now that you're doing this? 4 years?
Yeah.
5 years? 4 years?
About 3 years.
About 3 years. 3 years. So and it's still taking a lot out of you to get it to work.
It requires work every day, all day, every day. I wouldn't say I get bored. I wouldn't say I get bored easily, but I'm constantly releasing new products. I'm constantly
Developing new
learning and
things.
educating myself on what I'm doing and what I'm selling. Because there's always room for improvement. Don't get comfortable.
There it is.
Don't get comfortable.
See, this is the word, Katrina. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable where you are. You're constantly learning, constantly developing, constantly putting new things out, testing the market. Don't get comfortable where you are, guys. Don't get comfortable. And if anything in 2021 that you should take from the Message Talk Show, from the House of Amari. Yes, remember this, House of Amari, because when the House of Amari becomes a bigger brand, I'll be there saying, yes, I interviewed House of Amari CEO Katrina on the Message Talk Show. Remember this. Don't get comfortable where you are. Keep pushing. Keep making things happen. And keep changing your future. It's your future, your family's future. Everything that you need to do for yourself. The government's not going to do it for you guys. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it, guys. They're not going to do it. They'll say things to you. They'll encourage you. Even the things they give you sometimes enables you to get caught in a system that holds you in that position. So before I disappear, let's go to my sponsor. You are listening to the Message Talk Show and podcast. Do you believe you have something to share? Do you believe you have something to contribute? Do you have a story to tell the world, to share with your community? Gandhi said, man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. So join us on the Message Talk Show and podcast with host Alex Gordon. And because it's that time of year, I want to say something special to you guys. What would you like to say special because it's that time of year, Katrina? What would you like to say?
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! See, I've even changed the background so that you can see Merry Christmas greetings from the Message Talk Show. And
good health.
Good health. And thanking you for just supporting the show throughout 2021. And, here's the details for Katrina. you can get hold of her, Katrina, entrepreneur, vegan skincare, on www.houseofamari.co.uk. Go and check out her last minute deals. And she says it's free shipping. And hear what she says. She even puts extra. Yes, she puts extra in what she sends you. She puts more than what you've purchased because she just wants you to be. She wants you to remember her. Yeah. That's it, innit, Katrina?
It's the extra little benefits you get from a small business that you don't get from the large corporation. It's gratitude.
It's the extra things you don't get. You don't get it from the big house of whatever, but you get it from the House of Amari. Guys, tune into the House of Amari because I tell you, this is going to be a major brand and it's going to be soon. We're going to be watching the growth of House of Amari. So get your checkbooks out. Get your cards out, guys. Go to houseofamari.co.uk and buy your last minute gifts for Christmas. And tune into the Message Talk Show again in the new year when we come back. And House of Amari we'll be keeping track of House of Amari, yeah? Because I love the Instagram feed. Do you know what? Since I started looking at your Instagram feed, I became more creative with my Instagram. I'm serious. I was not as creative with my Instagram until I saw what you did. The videos you put together, the way you put them together, and it made me make that extra effort. You know, I'm not a creative person, but I thought I must make this extra effort because I just love the way your Instagram feed looks. So keep doing what you do, Katrina.
Thank you
are
so
helping.
much. Thank you.
You are helping to change the world, one product at a time, one person at a time. And just say hi to Amari for me. I've heard so much about Amari, so one day I'll see.
He's actually watching in the other room.
Oh my God, he's thinking, oh my God, who's this guy? Who's this guy talking so much? Thank you so much for tuning into the show today, Katrina, and I wish you the best for 2021. Explosive sales for 2021. And you know what? Don't give up.
I won't. Thank you so much for having me today.
And don't get
thank you all for tuning in as well.
Hey, see, she's taking over the show. Thank you all for tuning into the Message Talk Show, guys. Yes, say good. Miss the show. You got to be on the show.